Hey, hi, hello, my name is dis.cat. This is Project Hardcover, where we're letting books be the escape. Hello, lovelies, and today I have for you guys my November/birthday book haul. That's right, my birthday was this month, and I got so many books. I didn't even anticipate this. Like, I knew that I was gonna get a bunch of books, but not this many. And to be quite honest, I am freaking the F out about it because I don't have space for all of these books. But that, children, is what we call a first world problem, so I'm gonna stop bitching about it now. After all, you guys don't want to hear me complain about all of the no space that I have for these awesome books. You just want to know what the awesome books are. So with that, let's get started. First up, I'm going to go through some books that weren't birthday gifts. They were just books that I obtained in the month of November. And first up, we have The Lost Hero and The Son of Neptune by Rick Riordan, which is the first and the second book in the Heroes of Olympus series. My dad just happened to come across these and for some reason figured that I would want them. And yeah, I did, like, a lot. I just started reading the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series this month, and I really liked it. I will have more thoughts on that in my November wrap-up, which you can find the link to down in the doobly-doo. So I was really excited that I got the first two books in the next series, so that way it will make the whole marathoning of the series just so much easier. So yay, Dad, and your weird ESP about books that I would like to have. This next book is a result of just painfully manipulative, god-awful Black Friday-ness. I totally did not intend to get, like, any books on Black Friday. I didn't intend to buy any books for myself at all because I knew I was just gonna get so many books for my birthday, but I couldn't resist this. I just couldn't do it. So I went and I picked up Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell at Barnes Noble, and guess what? It's signed! But yeah, for Black Friday, Barnes Noble had a crap ton of autographed books for sale, and I couldn't resist that. So I went and picked this up. I did read Eleanor and Park, like, last year, but I didn't own a physical copy of it, and I've been wanting to get my hands on one, and they had these. Not only is it signed, but it's the special collector's edition with the really awesome, like, fan art in it, and I had to do it. I had to. I mean, you guys understand, right? If you just saw this in a store, you would buy it too, right? I don't have a problem. I have no book buying problems. It's the rest of the world. They have problems, not me, no. And that's it. Those are the only books that I obtained in the month of November that were not birthday related. All the rest of these books are gifts. And there are a lot of them, so let's get this ball rolling. There are so many books. I need to work faster. This first little batch of birthday gifts is from some family friends, and they got me some really awesome books, guys. The first of which being Raging Star, which is the third and final book in the Dustlands trilogy by Moira Young. I was so happy to get a copy of this, considering how I read the second book, Rebel Heart, in November, and oh, just stuff went down in that book. Again, you will hear all of my thoughts on that in my November wrap-up. So I needed to have this, so, I was so happy to see it, and just, so happy. The next book that they so graciously gifted me was Cloak and Silence by Sherilyn Kenyon, which is, I believe, like, a little novella thing that goes in between the 5th and 6th League series books. I'm pretty sure. It's pretty small. But anyway, this was really only released as, like, an ebook, so you can't, like, find it in stores anywhere, but they managed to find one online and get it for me, and I'm so happy. I love this series. I'm pretty sure that the League series is, like, my favorite series by Sherilyn Kenyon. It's just so cool, and I'm so happy to have this in physical form. I have awesome friends. I have really awesome friends. And their awesomeness continues because they also bought me Monsters of Men by Patrick Ness, which is the third and final book in the Chaos Walking trilogy, which is one of my favorite trilogies of all time. But, guess what? That's right, it's signed! That's right, it's signed! I love these books. I love Patrick Ness. He's one of my all-time favorite authors, and they got me the third book signed, and it's just super cool, and just, I'm so happy. I am so happy. And they finally concluded their gift-giving awesomeness with The Sweet Far Thing, which is the third and final book in the Gemma Doyle trilogy by Libba Bray. But just wait. That's right, this one's signed too! Just, I love my friends. My friends are super spiffy. Y'all wish you had cool friends like me. This next little batch was gifted to me by my uncle. And the first book that he gifted to me was Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers, which is the first book in the His Fair Assassin trilogy. I've been hearing really awesome stuff about these books. I mean, they're assassin nuns. Like, that sounds like the coolest thing ever. So, I am just so happy that I have this, and just, yes, that's what this entire book haul is gonna consist of just me being super happy, because I have really awesome people, and they buy me really awesome things. So, just get used to that being said. Just so much happy, so much happy. The next book that he gave me was The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater, which is the second book in the Raven Cycle Quartet. I read The Raven Boys this month, and it was so great. Again, there will be thoughts on that in my November wrap-up, but oh, it was so great and so intriguing, and it left off in such an infuriating place. So when I saw this, I was just so relieved. Just the biggest sigh of relief, like, ever happened, and I'm just thank you, awesome people. Thank you, And then the last book that I received from my uncle was Trouble by Non Pratt. This is a little contemporary novel that I heard about through somebody. I can't remember who I heard about this from. It might have been Ginger Reads Lainey, maybe? I'm not sure. Anywho, it sounded just really cute, really adorable. It's basically about a girl who gets pregnant and the father is like not in the picture. So a friend of hers, I'm pretty sure it's a friend of hers, decides to step in and say that he's the father of her baby. And it just sounds so cute and so heartwarming and so awesome. So I'm super happy that I got this. And it's in the really super pretty hardcover too. Just, I have awesome people in my existence. Just, yes. This next little batch of books is from my older sister. The first of the books that she got for me was Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas, which is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. I've been meaning to read Throne of Glass since I bought the first book when I was on vacation in like August. But because I have been trying to cut down on buying books, and I know that my hauls don't really reflect that very well, but trust me, I didn't want to start this series without having at least the first 2 books. So I was really happy that she got me the second one, because now I can read the first one and I won't have to worry about feeling guilty spending money and going out and buying the second one. It's just, yes, the people in my life, they understand me just so well. The next book she got me was Champion by Marie Lu, which is the third and final book in the Legend trilogy. I started the Legend trilogy this month and I really liked it, and I really wanted to finish it soon, but I only had the first 2 books. And then my sister, my awesome sister, she went out and she got me the third one. So yes, I now have this entire trilogy in my hands, and it's also the paperback, somehow she knew that I wanted the paperback. For some reason, I just really wanted this entire series in paperback, which is really weird, because usually I want hardbacks. Anyway, just super happy to receive this. Now I can just marathon the last 2 books and just, yes, happiness. So much happiness. Not a lot of words, because there's too much happiness in the way of my words. Then she continued her awesome train of finishing trilogies for me by buying me Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, which is the 3rd and final book in the Grisha trilogy. I also started the Grisha trilogy this month. Guys, I read so many books this month. Just be prepared for a really long wrap-up. But anywho, so I read the first book and I really liked it, and again, I really wanted to just hurry up and finish the rest of this series, but I only had the 2nd book. So my sister, she went out and she got me the 3rd one, and just, I'm super, super excited to finish this trilogy, just yay. And then the last book that my sister purchased for me was Hollow City by Ransom Riggs, which is the 2nd book in the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series trilogy. I don't know how many books are actually in this series. I read Miss Peregrine's in October, and I really, really liked it, and I've just been wanting Hollow City just so bad, so I was really, really happy when I saw this. It's just, it's so beautiful, and just, I'm so happy. This is like the greatest month ever. This next little batch of books was purchased for me by another family friend. And the first book that he got me was The Archived by Victoria Schwab. OMG. I know, I'm super excited too. Just, for people who've been watching my channel for a while, y'all know I've been waiting to get my hands on this for the longest time. And now I finally have it. I can finally figure out just what Jessie the reader has been fanboying about just all of this time, and I am super excited. And the 2nd book that he got for me was, thank God, Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, which is the 3rd and final book in the Infernal Devices trilogy, and just, yes. I don't think you guys understand. I was so afraid I wasn't gonna get my hands on one of these, and I did, and I was just so, so thankful, because shocker, shocker, I read Clockwork Prince this month, and just, I need to know where this story goes. So I was like super afraid that I wasn't gonna get a copy of this for my birthday, just so afraid, and then there it was, and it was beautiful. Maybe not so beautiful because sticker, evil stickers. But it's still glorious to have and hold in my marvelous hands, because I need to know what happens to these characters. I need closure. So yes, just super, super happy about this. This next batch of books was given to me by my good friend Hyena, and I will leave the link to her Tumblr down in the doobly-doo. And in addition to these books, she also got me like a whole bunch of Slytherin keychains from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, because she works at Universal. And also, she got me the hat, and I love the hat. It's comfy, and it's all snaky goodness, and just yay, awesome friends. And anywho, the first book that she purchased for me was Not a Drop to Drink by Mindy McGinnis. I've been wanting to read this for such a long time. It's such an interesting, different kind of dystopian concept. Basically, it's about a dystopian world where fresh drinking water is like not existent anymore, or at least it's extremely scarce, and it's about this girl who has a pond of fresh drinking water on her property, and it's about her defending this pond of drinking water, and it just sounds so awesome and epic, and just I'm so happy I have this. The next book that she bought me, I am also just super, super freaking excited to own, because I feel like I'm the only person on the face of the planet who hasn't read it, and it is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. Yes! I feel like the only person on the face of the planet who has not read this book, and it seems like everyone who has read this book thinks it is like one of the greatest things ever. They talk about just how action-packed it is and how just steadily awesome it is, And so I am just super, super excited to read this. Like, just yes, yes. And then the last book that she bought me was Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. It looked like just such a cute, awesome little contemporary novel, and I haven't read a lot of those as of late, so I really wanted to get my hands on a new one, and I did, and I read it, and you will hear my thoughts on that in my November wrap-up, and just, oh, it was so good. It was great, and just, oh, just awesomeness, just so much awesomeness everywhere. And this last little batch of books here was gifted to me by my other older sisters and my nephew. The book that my adorable nephew bought for me is Born of Ice by Sherilyn Kenyon, which is the third book in the League trilogy. As I mentioned earlier in this video, the League series is probably my favorite series by Sherilyn Kenyon, but I don't own all of the books in the series in physical form. I first read all of these on my Nook, so I've been steadily trying to get my hands on the physical copies, and he got this for me. He got this for me. He's 4. He didn't really get anything from me, but it's from him, and, you know, just yay. The second book that I received from my sisters was Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. I heard about this book through Ginger Reads Lainey, and she super, super liked it. Also, I read another book by Mary E. Pearson when I was in high school. It's really, like, not discussed at all. It's like Dreams of the Scribbler or something. It was kind of like a modern Romeo and Juliet retelling, and I really enjoyed it. So when I heard all of the hype that this book was getting about how good it was and like the really interesting turn that it takes, I was super excited, and I just knew I had to get my hands on it. So my sisters went out and got it for me, and I'm super excited to read it. Also, it is just beautiful. Like, this is a beautiful book. Just, are you guys enjoying all of these indiscernible noises I'm making? I hope so, because they're not going to stop. And then the last thing that my sisters bought for me is just, it's really just too awesome for words. Like, just, and that is the box set of the first 6 books in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series by J.R. Ward. You know, how awesome is this? Yes, so much the same case as the League series by Sherilyn Kenyon. I read all of these books on my Nook, but I adore this series. I've been steadily trying to get my hands on physical copies of the books, and so my sisters went out and got me this, and now I own the first 6. Now I just have to get a couple of, like, the middle books. I think there's only, like, 3 in the middle that I need, and then I will have the entire series, which is super cool and super exciting. So just, yay. Look at them. They're so pretty. I haven't even taken them out of the box yet. They're just, oh, they're so pretty. Just look at them. Stare at them. And then, of course, we have the pièce de résistance. I have saved the best gift for last. Like, dead serious? This is like the best gift I have received yet in my life. Like, words cannot express to you how freaking amazing this is. But don't take my word for it. I'm just gonna show you. This gift was gifted to me by my amazing parents, and just, I have no words. I have 0 words, and without further ado, that gift is this. Do you guys see that? Do you know what that is? That's right, good people of the internet. This is a hardback edition of I Am the Messenger by Marcus Zusak. Now I know what you're wondering. Why is it in a glass case? Oh, people of the internet, I'm going to show you this lovely, amazing thing is kept in a glass case because it is signed. That's right. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. This book, my favorite book in the entire world, written by my favorite author in the entire world, was actually physically in the hands of my favorite author in the entire world, and he signed it right there. Oh, I'm touching something he touched. So yes, I cannot word about this properly. I received this like a month ago, and I've just been sitting on it, just waiting and waiting to share the joy of this with you. So I've had a full month to try and find the words to express the awesomeness that is this gift. And I still have nothing. So yes, just, oh, words. I don't have words for this, people. This was a good birthday. And that's it, folks. Those are all of the books that I got for my birthday. And just, oh, I don't even know what to do. I have all of these awesome books. I have a freaking signed copy of my favorite book in the world by my favorite author in the world. And just, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm just, oh, I have no words. No words. I know how to read. I don't know how to words. But anywho, shout out into the internetverse for everyone that bought me gifts, everyone who wished me a happy birthday. Just thank you, everyone. This was the bestest birthday ever. And just no words, no words. As always, thanks you guys for watching. I will see you next time, and remember, I have a signed freaking copy of I Am the Messenger! And books are the escape.